Okay, I guess we on. What's up, y'all? It's another episode of the Daily Deep Heart Id podcast, and today is Monday. Thanks for viewing and listening for mad weeks as you watch me also scroll on my phone. Let me see. So what I'm gonna do today, it's a little something different. I got on Buzzfeed. Um, actually, I was searching and I was like, "Oh, this looks cool." So 15 of the hardest relationship questions that'll really make you think. I'm just jumping right into it. You know how I do. And the camera is that way, but I can't help but keep looking at the feed. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm gonna get used to it eventually. I'm just trying to focus right ahead. But anyway, like I said, I'm jumping right into it. Um, the first question. Let's just get right to it. The first question. And no, y'all know already I'm single, and these is for couples. But I'm still gonna answer it like if I was in a relationship. And maybe I'll answer two ways. Because being in a relationship with my ex versus just being in any relationship, kind of different. Kind of different. Just I've admitted that before, a little different. So if it needs to be answered two different ways, then I'm gonna answer it two different ways. You and your partner have been together for a couple of years when they forget your birthday. You wait all day for them to acknowledge it, but by the next morning they still haven't said a word. Would you end the relationship? Right off the bat, I'm going to go with no. Oh, look, and it actually it tallies it up. So 89% of people said no, they would not end the relationship. Now, I'm going to give my reason why I wouldn't. The reason why I wouldn't end the relationship is because I think that's a silly reason to end the relationship. Especially if you guys have been good all the way up until that day. That just could mean they actually really forgot your birthday. It really does suck. It's not cool. At some point, I know that with me in my past relationship, I never had that issue. So I don't even think that's a real situation. Especially nowadays with social media and we post stuff all the time. So I don't know how that would actually even happen. But if by some odd reason my, girlfriend forgot my birthday, I would honestly just really kind of feel like she just had too much going on. So I wouldn't hold it against her. Maybe she doesn't like celebrating birthdays no more. She don't want to tell me. Or, maybe she really didn't forget it. Maybe, like I said, maybe she just didn't want to, celebrate a birthday. I have no idea. But if we were good, that's not going to be the reason why I end the relationship. Now, would I be upset? Would I be sad? Yes. Would I bring it up? Yes, I would. I would bring it up. And it may sound a little weird, like, hey, babe, like you forgot my whole birthday yesterday. And depending on how she reacts, that'll tell you what you should do after that. So, boom. That's that one. Oh, and what would I expect if I forgot somebody's birthday? My girlfriend's birthday, I would expect them to, you know, go in on me. Like, what the F? You forgot my birthday? Like, we've been together? Like, yeah, so well, anyway, 89% of people said they would not. And I'm going to post these on Facebook while I'm at it. Boom. Let me keep on going. What we got next? You and your partner haven't really been having much sex recently. When you sit down to talk about it, they say they want to experiment and ask if you'd be happy to open the relationship for a trial period. Would you end the relationship? Again, no. 69% of people said yes, they would. 31% people said no. Now, again, the reason why I wouldn't end the relationship is because what that tells me is that I'm not doing something in my relationship. So I would try to fix it. So it wouldn't even be me ending it if I said we're done. It would be her ending it. She ain't just talking about experimenting. She actually wants to go try something else. She does not want you anymore. Now, in none of my relationships, I've never had anybody tell me, "Hey, I want to experiment. Go find other people to join in." And just me though, I'ma just go do it while you sit here and wait. Since we ain't doing it. No, I've never had that before. I have had my ex say she did not want to do it. I've had that happen before, and in that time, again, at first it didn't really get to me. I didn't really care that much. I just, like I said, I figured she was stressed. This was early on in the relationship, maybe like 2 years in. I just felt like we weren't doing that well. You know, we had been going through some stuff or whatever, and she just really didn't want to. But we were still together, still hung out all the time. You know, and so during that time, I'm a man, so I was definitely really horny, but I would never cheat. So what I ended up doing is I had this I was in a Facebook group or whatever, and like I think I may have mentioned this before, but it was a old friend from high school, that I was always attracted to or whatever, and ultimately we flirted a little bit. We flirted a little bit online, and I never would have done anything with her. She wasn't even really serious. It was really just flirting. Now I'm not even gonna make it seem like nothing could happen. It was the like it really couldn't happen because it could. Who knows? It really could have happened, but I was not gonna cheat on my girlfriend just because she said that. So no, I would not in the relationship. And my girl actually saw the messages, and she called me and said, "Hey, are you sleeping with somebody else?" And I was like, "No, I didn't even know what she was talking about." It's like, "No, I have no idea what you're talking about. Where is this coming from?" Then she told me how she saw the messages. So my bad. Yeah. So moving right along. On your wedding day, you find out that your partner had an affair. Would you confront them about it? They swear that it's over and you believe them. The wedding is all paid for and your guests have started to arrive. Would you end the relationship? No. And that's for any girlfriend, like whether I was my ex or a new girlfriend, for both. I would not end the relationship if you came to me and was honest. Like, we're getting married. We're about to start our whole entire life. Why would I end the relationship? Like, I'll be real. Maybe I wouldn't want to get married that day, since you basically just admitted to cheating on me. I would say we need work to do. I still love you. Therefore, I'm not going to just end the relationship. Like, I don't like cheating is to me, like I've talked about this before. Cheating does not make me not love you anymore. It hurts my feelings, but it's not going to make me be like, "Oh, I don't like you no more," because a week goes by, 2 weeks go by, 3 weeks go by, a month goes by without you. I'm missing you. If you're still in love with me, you're missing me too. We're going to still have that bond, that connection. You allowed yourself to do something with someone else. You did something stupid. You did something dumb. Now, again, I've said this before too. If you enjoy it and you want to continue doing this, then we might have to just break up because you obviously don't want to be in a relationship with me. We're not married yet, so I'm not going to hold on to it after I know that you're a goddamn serial cheater. But then again, maybe you just need some help. I don't know. So, 68% said yes, they'd end it. 32% said no. All right, where I'm at. It says you've been with your partner for a little while when you find out they cheated in their last relationship. It wasn't that they were unhappy or that there were problems in the relationship. They just slipped up. Would you end the relationship? No. Keeping this one plain and simple. That past relationship has nothing to do with me. You guys remember that one song, the Genuine song? It was like something, not the Differences song, that one, but it basically was about would you do that to me? Like, let me I'm gonna look the song up because I'm stuttering right now because I can't remember the song. Let me find the Genuine song that I'm talking about. It's a Genuine song off his second album, and I remember having this conversation with friends a long time ago, and they were saying, yeah, they'd be like, "I'm out." I'm like, no. Yeah, it's called What's So Different. I knew it was something different. So it's basically saying, if you cheated on him, what's going to keep you from, cheating on me? She didn't like that dude that much. That's why. So, like I said, I'm keeping that one short. 80% said no, they wouldn't. 20% said yes. You find out from somebody else that your partner has kissed another person. You thought you were both happy and there seems to be no reason for it. Would you end the relationship? No. I'm finding out what happened. Slip up, whatever. Why did you kiss somebody else? What's crazy about this, and a little deeper into my relationship with my ex, well, actually, this was maybe like a year or so in, actually. I asked her a question. I said, hey, I don't know where it came from. I go, would you be upset if in the first month of us dating you found out that I had kissed someone else in that relationship? While we were already dating, it only been a month. We have made it secure. We're good. We're in a relationship. Would you be upset? I don't know what happened after that, but she got so upset with me. Not because she thought I did it. I don't even remember why, but I remember we lightweight broke up that night. I don't even remember what exactly happened, but she was asking why would I ask a question like that or something like that. It was scary because she was like really upset. Let me see. Your partner. Oh, okay. So 59% said yes. Your partner tells you that they had sex with somebody else. Their excuse is that they were extremely drunk and they seem sincerely sorry about it. Would you end the relationship? A lot of these are starting to seem like the same question, but I'm going with no. We already gave that answer. You find out your partner has been messaging somebody else. The messages are flirty and you're not happy with them at all. But as far as you're aware, your partner hasn't met up with the person they're texting. Would you end the relationship? No. Again, I'm going to talk about it. Yeah, a lot of these questions are the same. So I purposely didn't read them first. So let me see. I'm going to just read before I go ahead and answer them. Okay, this one's a little bit different. Your partner is very flirty, almost inappropriately so. You know it's their personality and have no reason to think they're cheating on you, but their flirting makes you feel uncomfortable. Would you end the relationship? Not ending the relationship because my partner is flirty. That has nothing to do with anything. Are you coming home with me? Your sex life is bad, not just mediocre. It's terrible. You just don't seem compatible in bed at all. No matter how many times you tried, would you end the relationship? I'll tell you a quick story. My first girlfriend, when I had no idea what I was doing in the bed, you know, exploded a little prematurely one time. She cried. That's where we're going to end that one. But we didn't break up. So, no. If my, actually, I'm going to go with no. But if it was on the flip side and we weren't compatible in bed, but we loved each other, no. I think eventually we'll get it. We'll get it. We'll read books. We'll look at magazines, do some stuff, and figure it out. If we love each other. If we don't really like each other like that, hey, I don't know what not compatible in the bed actually means. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, sex is one of the most natural things humans can do. It's if you're not compatible, I don't really understand what that means. Like, does it mean that one person like to do this, one person don't like to do that? That just means you're not being incompatible sexually. To me, basically means you're not willing to compromise. Like, if a certain position hurts, okay, that's one thing. But if it's just that you don't like it, get with the program. Figure it out. After dating for a couple of weeks, you make plans for your partner to meet your best friend. Afterwards, your friend pulls you to one side and explains that they don't like your partner at all. Would you end the relationship? No. I remember my ex and my best friend, they met. I don't know if this was the first time, but I remember going to his house and they ended up getting into an argument about media coverage in Africa. And my best friend is like, F that. I don't, they make it seem bad. Or he's not like they make it seem bad. He's like, Africa looks like this, and that. I don't want to go to Africa. I think at that point he was just trying to, make his point felt more. And my ex was like, that's just the media. That's not how it really is. And, she was really going in. So that made me a little bit uncomfortable, but I loved seeing my ex stand up to my best friend who is very, very tough. So her not backing down, and it was no reason for me to interject. Like I kind of laughed a little bit because I was just kind of like, I would love to go to Egypt, so I'm with my girl on this one. But I don't know about now. Corona is definitely real. I can't even go to a training across the water because of it. I can't travel with my job. So, gonna go with no. Not ending my relationship because my best friend does not like my girlfriend. He actually has told me in the past that he loves her, as a person, but he just doesn't think that she's good for me. And I think that's amazing that he can say that. 100% amazing that he can say that. You know what I mean? Like that's love to say that and really mean it. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't see her for me. I mean, he said that years ago. I've explained, that to her because she felt like, and I'm talking in recent years, once we broke up and got back together before the whole mishap and everything, she was telling me like, she knows that he doesn't like her, blah, 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 blah. And I told her that. Like, that's not what it is. Like, everybody loves your personality. They think you're great. They just don't like when you leave, when you kind of, that. And then she explained to me even why she does that. You know what I'm saying? So, after a while, my best friend just started, not talking to me about that anymore, which I understand. Your partner talks about their ex a lot. They've assured you they're 100% over the relationship and would never get back with them, but the topic keeps coming up. Would you end the relationship? No. What I would do, going with no, I would tell 56% said yes, 44% no. 44% said no. I would say you might need to end some things with him. Maybe you need some closure. You need to talk to this person. If you're saying you love me and ain't nothing gonna happen, then you might need to, you know what I'm saying, talk to this person. Let's have a meeting. Let's sit down. I'll sit there. I'll be the goddamn mediator. Do you love me? Yes, you love me. Do you, kind of have some unresolved issues with your ex? Let's sit down. Cause what if this guy's in another relationship and he's happy and he ain't thinking about her? That's gonna shut her down right then and there. Or what if he is single and then, he's like, well, yeah, I've been thinking about you too. Go right ahead. You know what I'm saying? Think about her too. And then we're going to have this discussion. And then we're going to find out, if y'all got some stuff y'all need to be that need to be handled. If you choose him, you choose him. If you stay with me, cool, let's move forward. You and your partner sit down to share a serious conversation about where your relationship is going, and you realize they don't want to ever get married. Would you end the relationship? Again, no. Why would it be me? Just because they say they don't want to get married doesn't mean they don't want to be with you. These are misconceptions. These things are rules set by society. If two people love each other, then they do not have to get married. Like, I started getting to the point where I don't necessarily want to get married. I mean, I will if it comes up. That's what I've always wanted. But, if my ex was like she doesn't never want to get married, but, she could somewhat assure me that, we're going to be together no matter what. Like, I've already accepted our relationship and what it was back then. I accepted what it was. So it's kind of like, if she was to go ahead and truthfully say, I don't ever want to marry you, like, for me, it's more or less like, is it just me? Like, you would never marry me? If it's just me, then I would have some concerns. So I'm like, so then I'd be like, then why are we together? But if she doesn't believe in marriage or she doesn't want marriage, then yeah, like, okay, I feel you. Like, you don't have to do that. But if you're coming home to me every day, we've been together 10 years, we've been together 20 years, we've been together 30 years. I think even at some point, if I want to get married, she'd be like, fine, let's just get married. It won't really matter that much. So no, I'm not going to leave her. Your partner always makes fun of you in front of people in an attempt to make everybody else laugh. You don't really think much of it to begin with, but it soon becomes a regular occurrence. Would you end the relationship? No. A lot of these questions is like you need to talk to your partner about embarrassing you in front of people. Because if they're acting different in front of other people, then that's one of their issues. Like they need to be real with themselves. Like, and it's not for you to change that about them, but you don't have to deal with nothing like that. So I wouldn't necessarily leave, but we'd have a conversation about it. You know, your partner has zero drive and ambition. They have a job, but no desire to work towards a promotion or bettering themselves, and they just seem to be very lazy. Would you end the relationship? Again, no. I would uplift my partner and get them to be more ambitious. If that's really not their personality, then pretty much I knew that already. Am I shocked 6 months later that they don't want to do much more with their life? Maybe, but no. Like if it goes on a year, like am I like, oh wow, you really don't want to do nothing? This is like, okay, you don't got the ambition. Like, let me teach you a little something. Let me show you a little something. Let me inspire you. If I can't inspire them, but I love them, then hey, am I making money? Maybe they are just a lazy person. Maybe they just don't want to do nothing. But if I'm already in love, I'm not going to end the relationship because you're lazy. Like I take care of myself in that situation. I'm gonna do me in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna worry about the next person and what they want to do. If I can provide for both of us, then I'm gonna do that. If I can't provide for both of us, then that'll maybe wake them up. And we ain't even talking about providing, just talking about moving forward. She got a job, so maybe she good. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let our kids be that way. You and your partner have been watching a Netflix series together. You find out that they watched the season finale without you. Would you end the relationship? No, but I'm going to cry. So that was that. 92% said no, of course, and 8% said yes. So that was, like I don't want to say quick because it really wasn't quick. But, some questions that I had found online or whatever. And yeah, what else? What else do I got for y'all today? It was something that I had actually screenshotted something that I wanted to share. Let me see if I got it. Let me see. Still about cheating, but I think this one's a little bit more deeper. So it says, why cheat on someone you don't want to lose with someone you don't want? Let me read that again. Why cheat on someone you don't want to lose with someone you don't want to keep? So that one kind of stood out for me because I was like, first off, I wouldn't cheat. I wouldn't cheat. That's just not in me. I don't have it in me to cheat. I would just break up, even though I said I probably wouldn't break up over lots of things. But I believe that is not necessarily the the case a lot of times. Like people cheating with people that they don't actually want to be with. It's not about them wanting to be with them or not. I don't think. I think it's more so about them not being happy in that moment in their relationship because I mean cheating is a risk for your relationship. If your girl or your guy finds out that you cheated on them, then the average person is gonna be like, all right, I'm done, I'm cool, I'm not with this no more. Right? Right. But if you cheat, you're ultimately telling your partner that you're unhappy or you're weak. That's what I think mostly. I think you're telling your partner that you're weak and you fell victim. So I guess it's right in a sense, like why would you cheat with someone you don't want to be with? I think I don't know if that's actually what's going through people's minds when it comes to it. I don't even think that really ties into each other. It's kind of like you cheated. Okay, let me try to answer this question a little better. I know I'm going round and around. I'm just trying to get it all in my head. I'm trying to figure this out. Why do people cheat with cheat on a person they don't want to lose with someone they would not want to be with? Like, that's a really, when I really think about it, it's like, okay, it's like this. It's because sex is very important, but it's not at the same time. It's like asking the question, if, come on, it's going to be, a little adult right now, but it's almost like if I jack off and I have a girlfriend, is that cheating? Like, she's not the one giving me the orgasm, right? So am I cheating? Because that's the way a guy, I believe, is looking at the woman, just as a body, as a toy, as a hand. Maybe he didn't want to move the hand himself, so he got a full-fledged body to do it for him. He's not thinking about her mind, her feelings, or nothing like that. Literally is only thinking about that one part of her. She looked good, and it was, easy for the taking, so they did it. Now, if it's somebody he's been talking to a long time, like at work or something like that, he might actually like her, and that's something that y'all really need to explore. Find out, does he actually really like her? Like, why else? Like, there's no way sorry for the camera, there's no way I'm cheating on somebody I actually, like, love and cherish and want to be with. I'm not doing that. So, I don't understand the mind of a cheater. So maybe that's not a good one for me. Maybe that's something for y'all to answer. I don't understand the mind of a cheater. I really don't. Because if I feel like this, if I'm in a relationship and I see somebody else that's attractive, it goes as far as my imagination. You might even imagine doing things with that person. But actually going there and having sex with the person? No. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. So I don't understand it. Like, we all have fantasies. We all have strong imaginations. I understand that. But, like, and again, I remember back when me and my ex first started dating, she asked me, I don't remember exactly the question, but it was about cheating. And I told her, no, I wouldn't cheat on you, even if I was rock hard and they suspended a woman from the ceiling down, and all I had to do was pump up and it'll go in a few times. I told her I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. It's no reason to. Like, I would just lay there. And I'm tied down, and all I got to do is boom and put it in. I wouldn't do it. No way. There's no way I'm cheating on somebody that I really want to love and really want to be with, really love and really want to be with. I'm not doing it. So on the other hand, people do get cheated on all the time, right? People get cheated on all the time. So I just feel like when someone cheats, it's really because they wasn't feeling the relationship no more enough to not hurt you. Because as powerful as the V is, the love that I think that I would have for somebody is way more powerful than another piece of vagina. It just is. And especially if we're talking about marriage, no. If anything, I would want my marriage to be strong enough, or my relationship, let's just say, or my relationship, to be strong enough to say to my girl, I'm weak. I am seeing this woman all the time, and I cannot help but imagine, and I really would like this. Talk to me, please. Yeah, that's gonna hurt somebody's feelings, but you have to be honest. Because if you don't have that conversation, you will not, be able to grow. That's going to be something that's going to be continuously in your mind, in your head, that's going to always make you sad. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to lead to you doing something. May not even be with the person you want, but you're going to build up to it eventually. So, I'm going to have the conversation. If I'm in a marriage or just a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, I'm talking to it. And I actually did do that. When I was in a relationship with my son's mom, I never really talk about our relationship, but I was in that relationship and I was very inexperienced and I was thinking about all of the stories my friends were telling me, and I hadn't been to half them places they had been. So I had to explain that to her, and I broke down and I cried about it because I got to a place where I couldn't even like I couldn't even see a girl for nothing more than sex. I'd be picking her up and I would see, women pass by looking all good and I'd just be imagining all I would see is butt, breast in the front. That's all I would see. In a pretty face. You know what I'm saying? Like I was lusting after women and I had to let her know. You know what I'm saying? I broke down and I cried and no, I ended up not cheating on her. So anyway, we about 30 minutes in. I think I did a good job with just rambling at y'all for today. It's some TV that I really want to watch, so I'm going to get to that. Remember, I got the book, Novella Noir. Still selling a copy here and there, but let's get them numbers up. Amazon affiliates. Go to the planetaxiom.net website, and you will see items at the top from Amazon, or you can go to the Amazon affiliate page, click on that, and it might be some good deals, So check out that. And it's the Dearly Deep Heart Ed podcast. I'm trying to work on some things, and yeah, Novella Noir, Amazon affiliates, working on the next book, writing it when I can. So yeah, that's it for this week. Hit me up. Once again, you can call this number anytime. Let me get to it real quick. Doing this on my own. I don't got nobody to yell the number out. Let me get to it. 650-564-4579. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw this post. I don't know why you didn't call, but hit up the number and let's do it. Every week, Monday, Wednesday, building up my chops, building up the network, talking to a lot of other podcasters. Let's get it. All right, go. Dearly Deep Heart Ed. Love you.